I'm going to tell you an embarrassing story about myself. When I was about 11 or 12, I lived with my older sister and her 3 kids. The older 3 went to school during the day, and the youngest was 2. I also went to school, but I went in the afternoon. One day, my sister decided to go shopping or something, and I was watching my niece. I was chatting on the phone with one of my friends. We had one of those really old rotary phones with the really, really long cords. I was walking around the house aimlessly, just talking on the phone. So I went into the dining room, and I saw one of the chairs. I didn't want to sit on it. For whatever reason, I wanted to kneel on it. The chair had 2 slits in the back. They were big enough for me to fit my knees through. So I stuck them in there and pushed them through really deep. And I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm still talking on the phone, so now I'm getting ready to stand up, and I can't. My knees are stuck. My niece, she's running around the house, and I'm like, hey, come on, come help me out. But, she can't because she's too little. So by this time, I'm still trying to get my knees out, and my knees are swollen, and they hurt, and they're sore. So I'm trying to think about what I need to do. I tell my friend on the phone that I need to go, and I gave the phone to my niece, and I told her, go hang up the phone, please. So here I am with my knees stuck. I'm like, what am I going to do? Then I heard the mailman. I heard his truck outside. I looked at my niece and I told her, I was like, go open the door. And go open the door and tell the mailman to come in. She looked at me like I was crazy. I was like, just go do it. Just go open the door and tell him to come in. So she goes to the door, and opens it, and the mailman's standing there. He looks at her, and he looks at me. And I'm just like, help, can you come help me, please? The mailman comes in the house, and he looks at me, and he starts assessing the situation. He goes to the bathroom, and he goes and finds some soap. So we squeeze soap around my knees, and we try and ease them out. That plan didn't work. Now what do we do? So he goes outside. The mailman goes outside and he finds some wood, and he pries my knees out, and they pop on out. And oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe how bad they hurt. The mailman helped me fix the chair so that the slits were back to the proper side. I wanted to hide it. I didn't want my sister to find out. The mailman left, and I told him thanks so much. Now my pants, they're full of soap, and I have to get ready for school. So I ended up going to the bathroom. I thought I had a brilliant idea of washing them, but they were full of soap. So there were suds going everywhere. You'll never guess what happened next. My sister came home, and she caught me. She was like, what are you doing? I told her I had an accident. I had to wash my pants. And then I realized I couldn't have any more excuses, and I told her what happened. My sister was so furious. She was yelling at me. After she yelled at me, I changed and I went to school. When I arrived home that night, I decided I needed to thank the mailman for helping me out. So I decided to make him some cookies. After cookies were done baking, I put them in a nice platter, and I left them there for the mailman, so the next time he would come, I could tell him thank you so much for saving my life.